See if Dizzle can rebound here. Oh, alternate lines.
There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see alternate lines, man. I can't even talk anymore. I gotta shut up now.
Slowing, looking to get around Umslurp. Everything is hanging in the balance right now because Slowin beat Ball and K by 2 positions last round. Ball and K is back in 10th right now, so Slowin is looking to try to lock down the 2nd place overall, but Dizzle and Iowa are both not out of it, especially since they're running ahead of both Slowin and Ball and K in this moto. So really anything can happen. We're going to have to tally up the points to see how everything really shakes out. But with that being said, Iowa is finally starting to put one together. He's got a start. He did this in the Triple Crown on one of the main events. He got out and he took off and he was almost able to hold Umslurp off, but Umslurp ended up getting him right at the end. He's looking to repeat that here and see if he could just hold on strong for 20 minutes. But Umslurp is looking to repeat that same Triple Crown main and just hunt him down slowly but surely. Our Dizzle, though, he is not going to just let Umslurp walk right past him like that. And Slowin knows exactly what he needs to do, which is move forward and get as close to Iowa Hawkeyes as he can. Because Iowa Hawkeyes has been scoring a lot of bonus points. He got the one for fastest qualifier tonight. He got the one for leading the first lap tonight. In this main, I'm not sure. We'll have to go back to the tape to see who got the first main event. Oh! Umslurp is lacking over the turn, but luckily he didn't actually go over the turn.
The first main. I thought I remembered it, and I just lost it. But
yeah, so we'll have to go back. But with that being said, with Iowa leading this main event and all the bonus points he's been scoring, he is definitely in contention to take this 2nd overall from Slowin and Ball and K. But with that being said, Slowin is catching up to Umslurp, and Dizzle is also sticking with him. So look at Dizzle just pushing that inside line.
yeah, you know what I always say, gotta protect the inside.
Yes, sir. So B-Green's right here in 6th, not quite having as good a run as he did last time, but still hanging strong. Saltman recovering from a last place start. He's been slowly moving forward. Let's see what he can do here. He's still got 15 minutes to go, so he could definitely do a lot, but not with triples like that. You're supposed to jump the whole thing, buddy.
Little love tap he gave to the tough block there.
Yeah. But he recovered nicely.
Ball and K's actually moved up a couple spots from when I saw last. He was, I think he was in 11th at one point, and so he's slowly moving back up.
Yeah, he's got to salvage some points here because he's definitely losing 2nd place to Slowin. But if he's not careful, he's going to get passed by Dizzle and or Iowa. Overall. Delta the 3rd man, strong ride right here in 9th with Motoman, his buddy, in 10th. Then Overshine and Renegade, the teammates, running strong. They've been running strong all season long. I think they've been in every main event, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to these guys.
Pretty close to it, yeah.
Bringing up the rear, but bringing up the rear strong. Uh-oh. So with that being said, we gave Slurp a little bit of time, and he has dialed back in on Iowa here. So we'll see what happens there. Dizzle dropping back just ever so slightly, but, well, actually, I think he got around Slowin, and now Slowin trying to take that line and use it to his advantage.
Yes, he does. Got a good battle going on here. Sloan is waiting for Dizzle to make that one mistake, and it is possible because everyone makes a pretty big mistake at one point, especially in a battle like this. The pressure is like no other, and on this long track, anything is possible.
Yep. Oh, Sloan
Here we
looking up
go.
the inside, not quite there. Oh, he's gonna come up short. And Dizzle
Ooh.
loops out. So Dizzle with a reset. Parker's right here to capitalize. He goes up the inside. Dizzle goes over the top of the turn. And
Just like that, Parker moves into your 4 spot.
Yep. And that's also, Saltman got around B Green, and that's going to allow him to close up right, within range of Dizzle here. So he went from a almost last place start like the first time, and he's looking to regain a top 5 position here and hopefully salvage an overall podium.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with Milestone tonight, but they are making me nervous. I haven't seen any lagging like this in any of the races we've done. Oh, we
Yeah.
lost Renegade.
Yeah, Renegade probably either got tired of the lag or something.
Dizzle's. I think that inside line works good when it works, but man, when it doesn't, it sure bites you.
Yeah, you clip that one tough block and it'll hold you there.
Yep.
It's like the old hay bales back in the day.
So Saltman has closed right up on Dizzle. Looks like Parker is all over.
Oh,
What happened? Dizzle went down?
I think it was Dizzle went right into the tough block.
So Saltman gonna move right up into 5th. Parker is riding on the side of the track. Okay.
I guess he's gonna see how long he can get away with that for.
Yeah. That was borderline. At least he didn't completely hold it wide open. Uh-oh. That's not what we want to see.
No.
Okay, so
Luckily, he's not like impeding any riders at the moment.
yeah. Sloan is hanging tight here in 3rd, so he's looking to limit the damage from Iowa. Right now, I would assume that he's going to be able to hold his 2nd place in the championship overall. Just by the way things look, I'm not doing any math. Slurp is giving it his best, but he can't quite reel in Iowa, so good to see out of Iowa, man. Strong ride.
I mean, there's still a lot of time left, so still a little under 10.5 minutes left. We'll see how this goes. Sounds like I gotta kind of take over a little bit here. So Sloan has a little bit of gap to work with here to try to reel in Slurp. We'll see if he can do it, but we got a good battle between Saltman and Parker. Parker kind of gapped himself a little bit from him. So he's got a little bit of breathing room, but he's not out of the woods. So we'll see how this goes here. I think Parker just needs to stay composed with himself and yeah, see how he goes, but from the riding I've seen out of Saltman, he is not a guy you want right behind you. Then looks like we got a battle going on between Dizzle and B Green. I just see it in the mini map off behind Saltman here. Looks like our race director is tending to daddy duties at the moment, so we'll check in on that, pretty quick here. But here we go, Saltman. Saltman is looking to take the 4 spot from our points leader. One goes high, one goes low, and it looks like the low prevails. Saltman takes over that 4 spot. And knowing Parker and seeing his riding all season, we will see if he's able to counter it back. We've seen crazy stuff out of him before.
Just
So
like
here we
that,
go.
Dizzle's moving back into the picture. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they had a pretty good battle going. I think it was, yeah, B Green and Dizzle. They were having a pretty good battle. I was just looking at the mini map though.
Shout out to Hail to the Third for moving up to 8th here.
Yeah, we had a couple disconnect. I think one of them was Renegade. Who was the other one who we lost?
Uh-oh.
Oh man, no, it's not. I mean, this is the frustrating part, man, because we haven't had any problems the whole time throughout the whole season. But however it looks, B Green and Parker are still battling it out here with 7.5 minutes to go. We're gonna just try to get through this main how we can. Looks like we're gonna take a look at Slurp. Slurp is caught up on Iowa Hawkeyes a little bit. We're gonna see if he's gonna be able to make a move.
Like a junkie for dealer, to a dealer, he is back for some more. Let's see what he could do with it here. He's been here before. He knows what this is all about. He wants some of that action. He knows how to get around Iowa, but we know that Iowa knows how to hold him back there. He's held him back there almost all race. And if I'm not mistaken, let me think. So I believe, I'd have to check the math, but I think Iowa going 1-3 would beat Slurp's 2-2 overall. Or, I'm sorry, he would be going 3-1. And that should beat Slurp's overall. So right here, you are looking at a battle for the overall. And right when I say that, Iowa just rides right over the turn. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But I wouldn't count him out yet because he is still in the picture. He's looking to take that lead back. Let's see if Slurp will give him an opportunity here. Like I always say, guys, protect that inside line.
Yeah, he did not drop back much from that mistake, so I think Slurp had a little bobble in that same rhythm section. Little alternate lines here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gives him a little tap in the back. Uh-oh, he's going to case the triple. That's going to help Slurp out quite a bit. Slowing, really not that far back here.
Yeah, he's reeling him in, actually.
Yeah, so
I've been keeping a little eye on that mini-map.
Yeah, Saltman, I mean, one more tip over from these guys, and Saltman might be ready to go 1-1. I mean, I doubt they're all going to let him by, but he's right here. He's only one straightaway back. Dizzle solid 5th. B Green probably the most frustrated with the way the first race went. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Parker is kind of repeating the way the first race was going here. He's having a rough race, but I believe he was solid enough in the first moto that he should be able to wrap up this title here. He's got a good gap on 8th, which is Hail to 3rd. Overshine right here in 9th. And then Motoman in 10th. Right on him, actually. So, good little battle here. These guys are not giving up.
No, not at all.
So, Slurp starting to stretch it out.
And for this track too, I mean, for how long it is not easy. Not easy in the slightest. Yeah, Slurp has gapped Iowa a little bit more, but still plenty of time left to make something happen. A little under 3.5 minutes to go here.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a mistake out of Slurp at this point. He's got some pretty good speed, so he's trying to lock this thing down. Saltman must have made a little bobble because I think he was a little closer to Slowin not that long ago. Not sure what happened there. So everyone's starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah. And at the same time here, guys, I do appreciate you guys sticking it out. You know, I know we've had quite a few connection issues today, but that's not going to stop us from finishing the season off. So, with that being said, Hawkeyes, it looks like he's made up a little bit of ground. So I'm pretty sure within the next few laps here, he's going to try to make some big pushes.
Oh, he's pushing right now. He's not letting anything go. Slowin is actually, I think he's closing in on Iowa more than Iowa's closing in on Slurp. But right when I say that, he cases the triple and loses it all. If you look at the map, I mean, those 4 guys in the top 4, they're all pretty much even as far as their gaps.
Right.
They're all just close enough to see each other, but just far enough that they can't do anything with it. And then Dizzle, I would say, is the first one who's got a little too big of a gap to catch Saltman with the time we have remaining. But B-Green is just one mistake away from a top 5 out of Dizzle, that is. Parker is not going to recover a top 5, I don't think. He's way back. In fact, hail to the 3rd. Shout out, man.
He's looking to catch, yeah.
He's giving our points leader all he can handle. So shout out to him, man. Thanks for joining tonight. Way to mix it up.
Absolutely.
Did not expect that, to be honest, but hey, you never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Oh no, right when Iowa was getting a good run, so that's going to allow Slowin. Yep, he's going to catch right back up to him. Now, if these 2 guys decide to get locked in a battle, that might give us Saltman just enough that he can get back in this thing. So, if Saltman, he's kind of out of luck as far as getting the overall win, because Slurp, you know, he would win even if Saltman gets all the way up to 2nd.
Right.
So that's the unfortunate part. But if he can get around Slowin, that would give him 2nd overall, because he would have a 1-3 compared to Iowa's 2-3.
Okay. I don't know how you do that good at math just off the top of your head, because I still use my fingers.
I just try to remember what place everyone got. Oh, snap. We got some light. Alright, so let's see. Iowa's just holding strong enough. Luckily, Slurp did get to the finish line before time ran out, so we got a lap and a half to go here. These guys are still just right there in that range where they could see each other, but they just can't quite do anything. You know Iowa's like, dang it, man. I let Slurp get me again. Because look, he's just running the same pace as him, except for those little mistakes that he keeps making. I like that line, though, that triple out. That's a tricky little line he's doing.
Yeah, these guys know how to put on a show. That is for certain. These guys do all these other leagues across the platform and everything, so they know how to put on a show for sure.
Yep.
They all know how to put it down.
So we're gonna go back to the first round results here. We're going to get some verification. Right, so obviously we had Saltman take the win, Moto 1, then Slurp, then Iowa, and then Parker. So your podium is definitely looking like it's going to come down to the podium of the first race. It is just going to be a matter of, will it be Iowa or Saltman for second overall?
Alrighty.
So Slurp's looking to wrap this thing up. He's looking for another win. He's going undefeated in every entry that he has had in the Carnage Racing League, which is exactly 2. Sounds impressive when you start to say it, but then when you watch his riding, you realize it is still pretty impressive. So shout out to Slurp for just coming in here and, I don't want to say dominating, because these guys are sticking right with him, but putting on a show, taking home the win. 2-1, very solid performance.
I think we should go and look at Hawkeyes and Sloan, because these guys are getting pretty darn close with each other.
Yeah, and this is really what's going to decide the overall here. So we gave Slurp his props. We'll let him finish off the lap, but we're going to stick with Sloan here and see if he can do anything with Iowa, or see if Iowa feels any pressure here.
And then looks like a Saltman creeping up on Sloan at the same time. Man. They're all here.
Too bad we didn't have another 20 minutes to go. These guys would be over it by then, I'm sure, but
yeah, we all got to go to work tomorrow. I imagine.
Yeah. So Slurp coming down final corner here. He's going to take home the win. Looks like Iowa is going to hold it strong. He is going to bring home your second overall. And then Sloan's going to get third in this moto, but third overall is going to go to Saltman. Dizzle looking to bring home a solid fifth. He's got a good gap on B Green here. B Green, man, shout out to your ride in the first start of Moto 1. You're absolutely killing it. I'm so sorry you didn't get to finish that off.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to make it up to you, man.
Parker gonna get 7th, and then followed by Hail to the Third, Overshine, and Motoman.
All right, GG boys, GG's.
Alright everyone, thanks for joining. Sorry for the issues in between the start of Moto 1 and the finish. Thanks for sticking it out. Hope you had fun. Your overall is going to go Slurp with a win, Iowa Hawkeyes in second, and Saltman for third. I will do the math on everyone else, and I will post it as soon as I can. Hope you guys had fun. Again, sorry for the issues. Slurp, Hawkeyes, and Saltman, if you are interested, we would love to do podium interviews. Everyone else, thanks for joining.
Yes sir, yes sir. GG guys.
Hello.
All right. Thanks for joining, guys. So
I was not joining.
Good racing tonight. Shout out to everyone who raced, but Slurp, thanks for joining us again tonight. It was cool to see you out there. So obviously it looked like you might have been having a little bit of some struggles there at the start of the first moto or main event, depending on what you want to call it. But whatever the case may be, you capitalized on the restart, and then you just locked that thing down, kind of a repeat of one of those Triple Crown mains with Iowa. It looks like you just paced him for a lot of the main event there in the second one, and then you were able to get around him after he tipped over or whatnot in that corner, and you just locked it down from there. So take us through it from your point of view. Tell us anything we might not have seen on the stream, and any other thoughts you might have.
Yeah, it was a really good night. The first moto, I just had no flow, like absolutely none. I was like way back, and then I got up to second, and I caught up to B Green, and yeah, I just fell apart. To be honest, like just completely on me. I just lost focus when I caught up to B Green, and then I dropped back, I think, behind Saltman, and then the main got restarted. And I feel for B Green, dude. He was absolutely checked out. But I honestly couldn't have been more happy for that restart to happen because I was riding so bad after I caught up to B Green. But yeah, the restart, it was good for me. Same thing kind of happened. I just kind of lost the flow until like halfway through the race, and for it only being 10 minutes after the restart, I just had nothing for Saltman. He was absolutely cooking in that moto. So just brought it home for second, and then the second moto, same thing happened again. I just didn't have the flow and the intensity at the beginning, and then I got in the second and just tried my hardest to catch Iowa. Like, he's so darn fast. Like, we're so close in speed. It's so hard to catch him, but he made a few mistakes, and then he kind of lagged, and I kind of pushed him off the track a little bit. I waited for him. And then, yeah, he just followed me. Like, we're just absolutely pushing to the max. And then he made a few mistakes, and then I kind of just still kept pushing because I still wasn't really comfortable with the gap. And then, yeah, eventually he crashed like one more time and brought it home for the win tonight.
Nice. Well, great job on your riding, man. That was quite a comeback and way to persevere. I mean, we were seeing a little bit of that crumbling early in the first moto, like you were saying, but you know, things worked out in your favor, and it was cool to see you persevere and show your skill in the game. So again, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on another win.
Appreciate it.
All right, so Saltman, if you're in here.
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. So thanks for joining us, man. Glad to have you out, even if it is for the final round.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what a great ride in that first one. We were kind of tracking you through the start of the first main event there. And, you know, we saw you all the way basically back in dead last. And then you were working your way up, and you were making up quite a bit of ground. I believe you were in second when the restart happened. And then you were able to just capitalize on that and, you know, just take off on the restart and just take that thing in on the first one. So congratulations on winning that first main event. And then kind of lost track of you in the start of the second main event there, but it looked like it was kind of a repeat of the first one. You were just buried back, and then you were able to just work your way forward, but just maybe not quite as far as you did in the first one. But still, very solid ride. It was a pleasure watching you ride through the pack. So same kind of thing. Tell us, you know, what it looked like from your point of view, and any other thoughts you might have had.
Yeah, man, first of all, you know, feel so bad for Green. I mean, he had the first moto wrapped up 100%, but yeah, my starts on this game are just atrocious. So I was dead last for probably 4 or 5 laps, and then finally started finding the flow. People were making mistakes. I was able to capitalize off of it, you know, and worked my way into second. And then we had to do the restart, and I had an okay start, probably mid-pack, and then same thing. People just, you know, made mistakes. I went around them, got the win in the first moto, first win in a while. And then, yeah, in the second moto, just another horrible start. And kind of the same thing. I had to find my flow like about halfway through the moto, and I was able to get my way up into fourth. And then those top 3 guys, they were just running so consistent, I couldn't catch them. So, you know, I'm happy to come home in third, you know, first race back on this game, and in a while, probably a few months. So I can't complain with the podium.